inside the, if you're inside the crater, it's just much easier for these ticks to attach to you. I'm getting back in the tank now because my health is starting to drop. So I realize, and by the way, right here is where I'm starting to really sweat because this level takes about a half hour, and I wanted to knock this out. Tonight. It's actually Sunday night, and I have an early day, and I'm already up way too late. And I thought, man, if I don't beat this, this is not happening. So I was getting nervous now. Have I become such a noob at my own level that I'm not going to be able to beat this? So I'm in the tank again, protecting myself. That's why I brought the tank there, and I'm going away from the crater because the crater is the kill zone. And the AI, by the way, I mean, they spawn near the crater, but they'll go wherever you go. I mean, if you, they're not tied to that area. Again, it's purely a psychological effect in the level design that this fight takes place in the crater at all. Obviously, the anthill portion of it, has to take place there because the anthills are locally there. But these boss characters, after their spawn, I mean, they'll go anywhere you go. I always found that an intriguing aspect of the level design of this game is kind of if you build it, they will come. If you build these interesting areas, you will fight in these interesting areas. Yeah, that's kind of the idea, behind the crater is create this cool area that you're drawing the fight in. Because it looks cool, and it feels cool to be in there, and it has like a Starship Troopers feel to have all these bugs coming down, pouring over the walls, but you can absolutely leave the crater, as I'm doing here, and fight outside of it, and you probably should do that, in fact. Now, I do have one significant problem, is both of my AI allies are dead in there, and of course what happens in single player when both your allies are dead is that all the enemies now focus on you. It's not so much that your AI compatriots are really awesome. I mean, I think they do a pretty good job, actually. There's always going to be folks that complain about companion AI, no matter how good it is. And honestly, I think our folks did a fine job of these guys. They, are usually pretty helpful. And they're especially helpful just in soaking up enemy fire. They're both dead, so everyone's focused on me now. If I can manage, and this is what I'm thinking, as you can see, my tank's health is low, very low now, so I know that I can't really use the tank anymore, so I'm going to probably drive it into the crater, ditch it, and try to revive my allies, because if they stay dead, everyone's going to fire on me only, and I don't want that. I want to, revive them so they can attract some enemy attention. And yeah, I'm really getting nervous here that I'm not going to win this. I think I might have taken out I don't think I've taken out any of the boss characters. It's 2 bomber spiders, 2 praying mantises, and the praying mantises have very powerful attacks. They have incredibly hard to avoid ranged attacks. I mean, you really have to be very careful. There's one of them about to do his charge attack, which I just barely somehow missed. The ticks that the bomber spider launches that attach to you do tremendous damage. And actually, I think my AIs are already going to be dead here soon, if not already. And it's funny, I'm trying to escape the crater here, and we on purpose made some parts of the crater escapable up the side, and some parts are not. And I'm like, oh, can I get up here? No, oh no, I'm in trouble. Here, I'm really sweating. And what happens with EDF gameplay is that once your health starts to get low, and you're really taking a beating, it's a race to get to that health pickup that you're closest to. And so now I'm like panicking. I am looking at that map. Get me to that health pickup. Can I possibly survive? And you can see I'm at 157 now. One strong attack from the praying mantis, one tick that attaches, and I can't press E fast enough. I'm toast. And you can see there it is. There's the health pickup. Can I get it? Oh, I'm down to 35. Whew, and I got it. I'm still not out of the woods yet, but that was close. That was really close. And it's funny, like I don't, now I turn on my camera. There's the cavalry after me. You didn't see anyone behind me, but they're all right there behind me. And I know that I have to find a way to use my weapons to take out some of these guys. And actually, a little bit of this again is just how long it's been since I played the game, because I should have remembered that the wall just popped star 9. And by the way, another call out. Jim Richardson was the lead game designer on EDFIA. I thought he did a wonderful job naming the weapons, writing the funny descriptions of them that would come up. There's like actually little miniature stories that essentially get told about these weapons manufacturers through the weapons descriptions. But I had forgotten that the Walogist Popstar 9 is a homing weapon. It's basically a projectile that then breaks apart and launches a bunch of sticky grenades that attach to an enemy. And I forgot that actually has a homing element to it. It's a homing weapon, so I could fire it without actually looking at my adversaries. I think I'm starting to realize that here. And maybe if I had realized that earlier, I wouldn't have gotten so dangerously close to death. Actually, it looks like I'm going back for more health. I'm down to 634. Now here I'm making the decision to jump back in the crater on purpose because that's where the health is. I realize at this point that I'm probably, I think I'm going to maybe try to revive the kid there. Let's see if I try to revive him. I think I will. It's not going to do me much good though. He's pretty much just going to get wasted, and I get hit by a tick there. Up there's the long-range attack from the praying mantis. And again, David Schultz did such a good job on this crater. It looks gorgeous. And of course, since we're getting to the end here, I should mention that I just had a blast working with everybody on this. Brett Freese was, sort of my lead in my department in level design, and his passion for Earth Defense Force was invaluable. I mean, he would sit and play EDF 2017 every afternoon for an hour for months and months. We got pretty close to 100%ing that game actually, and we both played it before too. So that was purely just to understand what worked well and things that we needed to try to do in our game. So many other people that I'm not going to remember the names of. That did a great job. I think Alfred McNulty, a lot of the AI work was his, and the bots as well, your bot companions. I remember Kevin, maybe another gameplay programmer, wonderful guy to work with. Drew, the animator. Paul Buda did the lander, the EDF lander animations that I would then plug in. So, and there's Mike Nelson, scripter, Richie, all those guys down there in Raleigh. I work for Human Head now in Madison, and actually it's been just about 3 years since I worked at Vicious, and it was just a wonderful time. This was one of my favorite games I've ever done, and I hope everyone goes out and buys EDF 2025 from Sandlot so the series can continue strong.